Blessed love. Tillman?
Hey, K-Jah.
Yeah, man. Wagwan, brethren.
You good, sir?
Yeah, man. I'm very good. I'm very excited. And I'm a little bit nervous, you know.
No, man. It's all good, man. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, man. Same. It's a big honor and great pleasure. We are here right now in Reggae Punch, live and direct. We have some beautiful crowd out there. Poland Massive. Do you remember Poland Massive vibes?
Always and forever. You know, Poland and me is like a very strong, a very deep connection. You know, I have very nice memories when I think about Poland.
Tell us something about your Polish experience, Poland experience, your shows, your visitations here.
Yes, it's like every time we perform in Poland, you know, we've got a lot of love and a lot of energy from the people, you know, so it's always a blessing to be there, you know. I can't really tell you which show it was, but any show, every show was like super outstanding, you know, the vibes always up, you know, so...
Yeah,
looking forward to come back, man.
True. I can tell you have a lot of fans here, you know, plenty people just love your music, love your vibrations, your band, you know, your wife Tamika, you know, it's a beautiful thing. We are here and I'm calling you because of your new album, Mad World.
Yeah.
Tell us how it comes, you know, how did it happen that you make it and with who you make it. Tell us something about new brand new music.
It's nice, you know.
Yeah, man, it's very nice.
You know, when you keep the answer short, you know, no. Sorry, man, no smoke a split.
Good for
no,
you.
It's excuse me. No, the album, it came out kind of, you know, we did it kind of effortless, you know. I didn't have that release date pressure. You know, it wasn't about, you know, to compete or, you know, to generate clicks or sales. It was more about for the love for the music, you know. So we just, you know, lock up in the studio here in Mallorca, you know, because we rented a nice finca in Mallorca and we built a studio in the mountains.
Beautiful.
Away from the city life, you know, from the fast lifestyle, you know, and all the debates and, you know.
Yeah.
So you get a peace of mind and, you know, the hills in Mallorca are super beautiful and it was just full of inspiration, full of joy, you know. We laughed a lot, you know. It was a very light vibe, you know. So, and you know, sometimes it's very good when you record a song that you feel like, okay, this is just for the moment right now, you know. Sometimes we can, you know, think too much about music, but we feel music, and you know, it's like we are play music. We don't work music, you know.
Beautiful. There is a lot of love, you know, in lyrics. There is a lot of like calm and passion for life. I can even feel some kind of follow-ups to Journey to Jah in lyrics. Generally, like.
Yeah.
What's the main, you know, core you did put into the music, you know, into the album? What was the main, you know, inspiration?
Well, it's like you know, inspiration. Actually, it was definitely the place, you know, the place, the escape from the city life. It made a big difference, you know. And also, I cannot reinvent the wheel again, you know. It's like, you know, I just love to make music, you know. Sometimes it's not even about thinking about it, how something have to sound. It's more like, you know, you follow your intuition and, you know, you don't judge yourself and you don't think about who might like it or not or who feel it or not, you know. So it was very, very spiritual in a way, you know. And we locked up in the studio with Jugglers. Jugglers produced the album, you know. And it's a blessing to work with these guys because they know exactly what I need and I know what they need, you know. So it's like we became brothers, you know. And then Evolution put some organic vibe on top of the songs, you know. So it was a very unique, joyful time when we did the album. And it actually happened in a very short time frame, you know. It was like, I think like 1 or 2 months, you know.
Wow, that was very quick.
Yes, because the inspiration was there. Sometimes, you know, it's all in the universe. You just have to, you know, grab it and manifest it in music.
True. We have some questions from our listeners. Of course, I have plenty questions, but we're not gonna, you know, spend hours and hours here because probably you are very busy too. But the first question from our listeners is, What was the hardest part in composing an album in such a difficult times? But you probably answered it already that it wasn't so hard.
No, but the times are rough right now. There's no doubt about it, which is very good for the creative output, because if everything is airy, if everything is smooth, if there's no challenge, then for me it's harder to write out of pain than out of joy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But then it transforms into joy, because it's a wonderful feeling when you can manifest a certain thought, when you can manifest a certain feeling, and you can share it with the people. So for me, I realized that after the pandemic, I thought like we're gonna have this explosion of joy, and then the Ukraine war start, and then the inflation and the energy crisis, and people just fed up of the governments, and it's a very intense time, but at the same time, I strongly believe that there's a balance, to everything. There's always light when you see the darkness, because the light couldn't manifest itself as light if there was no darkness, So I think we need to keep up that one love idea, but it's very hard to believe it that one day we all live in one love, but we still have to hold on to that idea. Yes. But I believe there's always a balance to the darkness, So that was kind of the approach of the album, to just say to the people, hey, there's a lot of light still, even though it's not obvious, but it's there, the sun is always above the clouds, you know what I mean?
Beautiful. Even when you're talking about music, is like writing lyrics, beautiful. Thank you for these words. And another question is, do you remember your first performance, on the huge venue with thousands of people? Do you remember especially one moment when you had this breakthrough, and the big show happened?
Well, the good thing is that my thing, it kind of grew very slow and steady, It wasn't like all of a sudden you're on a big stage, We started in venues where there were like 12 people, you know what I mean? We were more people on stage than off the stage, And then it slowly grew, and yeah, there were ups and downs, but it's definitely, for me, it's always outstanding when I come to a place where I've never been before, and the expectation is very low, because, you don't know, and you don't have any expectations, and that was the thing with Poland, the first time we performed in Poland, I didn't have any expectation. I would have been happy if some people would come show up, but there was a lot of people that were singing along every lyric, and it gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of power,
Yeah.
But it's just, in general, it's a blessing to have the opportunity to see so many people and so many places through the music, It's just a blessing, and I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful that I've been doing this so long already, So yeah, it's a never-ending story, because music is no alpha, no omega. It's an energy, and we're all part of it.
Yeah, man. We slowly coming to your music. We're gonna present some of your tracks today to people. First song, and if you can tell us something, some little insight about the track, what the Mago do. What you can tell us, maybe some story behind, little story behind, or the great idea about the track.
Well, when Joe Pest is one of the producers from Douglas, he started, work on the rhythm, and then he came with that horn line, and he was just vibing it, and I was like, wait, don't stop it, man, don't stop, man, because he wanted to switch and do another rhythm, and I said, no, man, leave it, just leave it, and we just start vibe on it, and it's actually the vibe of the song is, that when your fire burns, when you're passionate, then there's nothing the haters can do. When there's no good or bad, it's beyond everything. When you're in tune with yourself and when you feel the energy, it's undeniable. And that was the vibe of the song. And sometimes, we do songs, and later on we say, that's the content, It's not like we say, you know what I mean? It's not like, I want to write a song about that, It's a vibes thing,
Yeah.
And sometimes it's beyond logic, sometimes it might be paradox, but at the end of the day, it's always a vibe,
Beautiful. What we can wish you as a Polish massive, Polish family, music family, because we are actually meeting here every week now, every 2 weeks. We're listening music together. We have this radio show, and these beautiful people are always here, and they are open-minded, you know. And we always want to give to artists some good vibes, send good vibes and good wishes. What we can wish you for next weeks, months, or maybe years?
Well, I think, you know, health is something what we shouldn't take for granted, you know. And then if you check it out, I think like the average time of a life is 4,000 weeks. You know what I mean? So we have to spend our time. We have to spend our time very wise. Yeah,
sure.
We have to spend the time wisely, you know, and don't waste energies, and you know, try to find people where, you know, give you energy and not sucking your energy, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like it's just a blessing to be alive, you know, and be a part of this universe.
Beautiful. So you're staying right now in Mallorca with Tamika. You thinking about moving back to Germany, or this is the place?
You know, I didn't leave Germany. You know, it's like I'm going up and back and forward. You know, I still have my base in Cologne. You know, but we have a second place. We have a second place here, and it's very inspiring. You know, just like to be surrounded by the goats and the sheep and the hills, and you know.
So everything in balance, big city and small village, beautiful.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yes, man. Yeah.
We want to thank you for beautiful music. Just keep spreading good vibes, you know.
Yes, I.
We wish you great health. Say hi to Tammy, and we send in love and harmony.
I will do that. The love you put into the music, you know, it's a blessing. So keep on doing your thing, man.
I will, and we are also like you are on Mallorca right now.
Yes.
So we are in Poland, in very, very teeny tiny small village, you know, and sometimes I feel like Mallorca here, you know, is so far to city, and this is also a great place where this energy and inspiration rise, you know, and you can focus on right things. So. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Give thanks for this conversation. It was really something big in my life, in this history of this radio show. So
I wish you all the best for your radio show, man. Keep the good vibes alive, man.
Give thanks and pray. Thank you, Teoman.
Yes,
sending
yes,
love.
Paula, I'm in love, no.
And now we're gonna listen to your music. We're starting from What the Maga Do.
Thanks for the support. Yeah.
Big up.
All right, bless up.